the hottest heat wave in its history. An old man's clothes caught fire just from going out for a walk. All the wax figures in the wax museum melted from the heat.
I hardly think it's fair to be charged full price.
A street musician was beaten up simply for singing a song about the sun. The Simpson family could only rely on the refrigerator room Homer made to beat the heat, but Marge was constantly worried that the refrigerator system would be overloaded. Now they could only use fans to cool down, and Marge's hair swayed back and forth in the wind. Just as the family was falling into despair, the sound of an ice cream truck suddenly rang out. Bart and Lisa ran out excitedly,
A lot of ice cream!
only to find that all the ice cream had been snatched up. Lisa began to fantasize about having a swimming pool to escape the heat, and unexpectedly, a mobile pool truck pulled up right next to them.
Look, Lisa snatched 5 babies. Oh, Martin, take your best shot. I'm wearing 17.
But just as the kids were having fun, the driver started urging them to get out. Bart wanted to make an appointment with the driver to meet again the next day, but he learned that the mobile pool truck only operated once a year.
No way, man. One day summer's all we're budgeting for.
Lisa suddenly had an idea. She wanted to build their own swimming pool at home. If Homer refused, he would have to keep hearing this sound from then on.
Can we have a pool, Dad? Can we have a pool, Dad? Can we have a pool, Dad?
Homer had no choice but to take the kids to buy materials for building the pool. With the joint efforts of the whole family, the pool was finally set up, but there was something odd about its appearance.
Fine, Bart, but sure there's no pool in it.
Do it! Is it a pool yet?
Yes, Dad.
The pool built by the Simpsons attracted all the kids in Springfield. Marge, and when she looked through the magnifying glass again, those mice had been killed by the cream. On the other side of the mall, Bart was forging identity documents. He planned to hold a fake wedding, and the residents of Springfield all came to present gifts. Bart zipped up the tent, and when the people inside weren't looking, he took all the gifts for himself.
I see neither blushing bride nor ardent swain. There is no wedding here.
We're sealed in. Hey, don't be afraid by air. Get your own.
Unfortunately, he happened to run into the patrolling sheriff. The sheriff arrested Bart and brought him to justice. The judge sentenced Bart to 6 months in a juvenile detention center. This time, Bart was truly scared,
I'll do anything. I'll squeal on my dad. He's been up to bad things. Crap you've never even thought of.
because the detention center was filled with blatant bullying. Given Bart's physique, the only way to survive here was to be bullied. Even the weaker kids playing on the slide couldn't escape a beating. This juvenile detention center was nothing short of a living hell. Bart had thought the girls section would be safer, but the girls here were by no means easy to deal with. They joined forces to tie Bart up in the girls area, and Gina was the leader here. She pulled out a knife and slid it across Bart's body. His clothes were torn open instantly.
I hate this place. It's nothing like the brochure.
Bart sobbed to his family about his experiences here. Filled with grievance, Homer couldn't bear to see his son suffer, so he applied for a job as a security guard at the detention center. One day, when Bart was being bullied as usual, Homer suddenly appeared in his uniform.
Why don't you pick on someone much bigger than you with a gun?
Bart threw himself into Homer's arms and immediately felt he had someone to rely on.
I grant you last from the dirt now.
Not so tough now, huh?
But just then, the siren suddenly went off. It was time for the security guards to finish their shift. Homer had to leave, which meant Bart would face bullying again. In the evening, the juvenile detention center held a dance. Originally, Bart's dance partner was supposed to be a curly-haired girl, but Gina suddenly showed up and insisted on partnering with Bart. The warden cuffed Bart, and the music started right after. Bart and Gina began dancing, but Gina had other plans. She followed the direction of the flash and looked out the window. The side of the road outside made a prison escape plan take shape in her mind. When no one was looking, Gina and Bart embarked on their escape journey. Hair onto him. In this way, Homer had a thick head of hair.
Wow. If your fly weren't open, you look just like Roger Moore.
That night, the hair penetrated into his brain. Homer suddenly opened his eyes and walked out of the room. He got dressed and went to Apu's store in the middle of the night, because it was Apu who had sent him to the electric chair.
Snake? But you're dead. I know you are, but what am I?
The next day, the police found Apu's body in the ice cream machine. Homer silently lit a cigarette. His next target for revenge was Mo. When Mo saw it was Homer, he was completely unprepared. Homer stepped forward and directly stabbed a bottle opener into his heart. Bart was terrified. Everyone targeted by Snake's hair was dead, and he would be next.
Oh my god, everyone Snake swore revenge on is being murdered.
Don't worry, I'll protect you.
Homer sealed up Bart's bedroom door, but the next second, he raised an axe and aimed it at Bart. Bart fled in panic, frantically pounding on the door and shouting for help. Lisa realized that it was Snake's hair controlling Homer.
He controls Lisa, everyone's already figured that out.
Bart hoped that Homer could overcome the hair, but Homer was torn between looking handsome and his child. Homer threw down the hammer and forcibly tore the hair from his head.
I love you, son.
I love you too, Dad.
Unexpectedly, the hair had gained a life of its own and jumped directly onto Bart's face, trying to kill him.